Imagine for a moment popping a pill before bed that costs about $13.50. Now imagine waking up the next morning to find that the price of the exact same pill jumped to $750 overnight. That is just what happened to one drug. Meg Tirrell joining us now with that story and the man who's behind that price spike. Meg.
Thank you, Brian. And Martin Shkreli joins us now from the NASDAQ. He's the CEO of Turing Pharmaceuticals. Martin, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you guys have said that the reason you increased this price so much after acquiring the drug was in order to do the research and development to develop a better version of Daraprim. I just got off the phone with an HIV doctor who told me they don't need a better version of this drug. What are you doing here?
Yeah, that's not true. There's a recent paper that suggests that 2 patients died due to autoimmune encephalitis from toxoplasmosis. So there's a lot of people who die of toxoplasmosis every year and this field desperately needs new ways to treat toxoplasmosis. For instance, the current drugs right now target the folate receptor of the bug. There's no other way to kill toxoplasmosis as of right now. So we're working hard on trying to find new ways to do that.
So what a lot of companies do is raise venture capital funding when they see an important market for a drug, rather than raising the price on the current patients who need it to survive and who have no other choice but to take it and pay the higher price. Why wouldn't you go that route?
Well, we did raise one of the largest Series A financings in history for a biotech company. We raised over $90 million. And we also feel that this is the more appropriate price for Daraprim. At this price, Daraprim is still actually on the low end of what orphan drugs cost, and we're certainly not the first company to raise drug prices.
So Hillary Clinton comes out today citing the story about you guys in the New York Times, causing quite a stir in the biotech industry. Did you not expect a 5,000% price increase would result in that kind of attention?
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, it really depends on how focused people want to be on the industry. You know, at the end of the day, there have been much larger drug price increases by much bigger drug companies that actually you would argue large multi-billion-dollar companies with lots of cash don't necessarily need to do something like this. Turing is a very small company. It's a new company, and we're not a profitable company. So for us to try to exist and maintain a profit, I think is pretty reasonable.
Most biotech companies don't actually maintain a profit for decades until they get drugs onto the market. Why are you guys different?
Well, I think of us as a pharmaceutical company, not necessarily a biotechnology company. And I think that distinction is not exactly clear either way. But I think profits are a great thing to sustain your corporate existence.
Martin, you had mentioned that you're a small company, and you're going to use the price increase, the difference, to do R&D to find a better cure for toxoplasmosis. What kind of R&D staff do you have? What amount of money do you plan on devoting to research and development?
Sure. So we have about 25 people in R&D, and we have open positions for another 25. We do medicinal chemistry, in vivo and vitro pharmacology. I help the team out quite a bit, so I'm really excited to develop new drugs for toxoplasmosis. We're going to contribute the majority of our revenue to doing that. So in essence, we're taking the revenue from Daraprim and trying to come up with a better, safer, more effective version of it.
Okay. And you were a hedge fund manager before.
Yes.
You probably could have guessed, as Meg had mentioned, that this is going to cause a stir. And we actually saw the IBB, the Biotech Index ETF, go down about 5% on Hillary's tweet. Did you anticipate that that would happen? Are you in any way invested in biotech through a short, either personally or through another fund?
I have a small portfolio, but I don't really watch the stock market on a day-to-day basis.
So does that mean that do you have any position in biotech stocks? Are you short any? Are you short any of them?
Yeah, I'm short a few biotech stocks, but I'm also long a few biotech stocks, and you know, I don't have a specific net short interest in biotech or anything.
Martin, I got to ask you, doctors have come out saying that you guys need to revise your pricing strategy because patients can't get access to these drugs. This HIV doc I just spoke with said they're trying to hoard it in order to provide it. Do you feel badly about what's happening?
No, in fact, we're increasing access to patients, Meg. I think that you know, we're dramatically increasing the access to Daraprim, lowering copays, giving more drug away for free. Half of the drug we give away is for $1, so I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You know, Martin, when you bought the company, this was a $1 pill before Core Labs bought it. Then it went to $13.50. Now you bought it. Now it goes to over $700. Would you have bought, when you bought this company, did you buy it because you knew that you could raise the price?
We definitely planned on raising the price, that's for sure. We paid a very, very large amount to buy an unprofitable medicine. We can't continue to lose money on the drug at that price. So we took it to a price where we can make a comfortable profit, but not any kind of ridiculous profit. They're much larger.
But I assume you are a free markets gentleman, are you not?
Sure.
Okay,
Whatever that
so
means.
why do you think the drug was priced at $13.50 before? Somebody thought that was the right price for this drug.
Markets
the
aren't that
market said
rational.
13.5 worked.
Yeah, if you look at drugs like Sovaldi, for instance, Daraprim is less expensive than Sovaldi, despite the fact that it treats a disease that's far more severe and far less common. So if you think about free markets and fair price, it's pretty clear that Daraprim was not priced appropriately.
Does Daraprim actually cure toxoplasmosis?
It does.
It does. Okay.
It does. It eliminates.
So there's a
infection.
finite end, just like for the hepatitis C drug.
It's in fact a very short treatment administration, which makes it even less expensive than most orphan drugs, which you have to take for years and years and years. Can you imagine taking a drug that costs $500,000 for the rest of your life every single year? By comparison, a cure treatment of Daraprim is about $50,000. It's about half the price of Hep C cure regimens right now.
Martin, we do appreciate you coming. I got to ask you one more question. In response to all of this attention and doctors and patient groups saying they can't access this drug, are you going to change the price?
No.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Downey from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series Young Money, Tech Bet, Kramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.